is wealth accumulation. If you look at the portfolio of the most successful people on the planet, the Bill Gates, the Warren Buffett, they will always have a certain percentage in what is called hard, tangible assets. And the two most common ones by far is either real estate or precious metals. We know everybody don't get involved in real estate, but keep in mind, this company was created so that everybody can put money in, or put currency into physical metals. Now think about it. Anybody here in real estate today? We have any real estate brokers? Okay, I give you a quick lesson today. In real estate, if I buy a piece of property for $100,000 and I sell it for $200,000, there's what is called a $100,000 worth of capital gain. All right, and although you made $100,000, more times than not, that capital gains is subject to what is called a capital gains tax. That means Uncle Sam's going to get a little bit. All right, I've heard as much as 70% of that can be taxed. I mean, I would still be mad today. Does that make sense to everybody? But how would you like to be able to purchase something for $100,000, sell it for $200,000 because it's not reported? You now get a chance to keep all your money. Raise your hand if you like keeping all your money. One of the things I did not know, and I've been buying metals since 2008, there are certain metals that if you buy it in certain quantities, no matter from us or anybody else, it is reportable. I mean, there's a 1099-B form that's filled out that is sent to the IRS so they know you have those metals in possession. So if you sell them, it has to be reported as well. But if I don't want Uncle Sam in everything I do, part of the benefits of having a membership with us, we educate you on what is not reportable. And people say, why is that the case? The laws that were put in place in the late 1970s. Every one of these metals here started being minted in 1983 and beyond. So that means if I buy it for $100,000, sell it for $200,000, Uncle Sam don't know what's going on, I get a chance to keep all my money. Raise your hand if you don't want Uncle Sam in everything you do. All right, so again, that's one of the benefits of having a membership with us, is that we educate you that you don't have to come in knowing everything about gold and silver. Another thing we educate you on is what is called our collectible coin. Now, our bullion is our wholesale product. This is our retail product, and we encourage this because when it comes to collectible coins, we don't want anybody here today to ever make another $1 million mistake when it comes to collectible coins. And if you've been around since 1986, and I think that covers the whole room, you made at least $1 million mistake when it comes to gold and silver. How many of you like me? You don't like making a $10 mistake. You know, forget $1 million. I don't like making a $10 mistake. Well, what do I mean by $1 million mistake? Here's the thing. These are the same two coins. This is a silver eagle, a bullion, and this is a silver eagle in perfect mint condition, what is called a numismatic coin. Why is this coin worth so much more than this? I'm going to give you a quick lesson today on graded or numismatic coins. In 1949, there was a numismatist. That's a fancy title for people that grade coin or currency. That was a gentleman by the name of Dr. Sheldon who created what is known today in the coin world as the Sheldon scale. He simplified the grading process. Now the Sheldon scale goes from 1 to 70. Now 1 is unrecognizable. That's something you ran over with a car in the parking lot. 70 is absolutely perfect, no flaws. What makes this coin worth so much more than this is typically two things. One, less than 5% of all the coins ever made were graded out at a 70. And number two, if the coin is graded by one of the two top grading companies in the world, our company only utilizes the top two. PCGS, which is based in California, or NGC, which is based in Florida, then that coin is considered the best of the best. All right? So here's the thing. What makes this coin worth so much more? But keep in mind, they buy it directly from the mint, ship it out, they look at it under 5 times magnification, no flaws, no dings, no dent, and give it the highest rating of a 7. Here's the $1 million mistake. All right, now this is our retail product. We pay $100 a month for an MS70 silver eagle, okay? Let's just say in 1986, you'd have bought one of these coins, and you paid what we paid today for $100, all right? And just set it aside for kids, grandkids, whatever the case may be. Well, the 1986 version of this coin is now worth $700. All right? If you look on the chart here, the 2012 is kind of faded. That coin is worth $150. The 1996 is selling for $6,000, and the 1999, because of a little thing called Y2K, that coin alone is selling for over $19,000. How many of y'all wish y'all had just bought one of them? Here's the $1 million mistake. Let's just say you bought one a month from 1986 to now. Put it aside for kids, future grandkids, whatever the case may be. And for $100, you'd have had about $38,000 in those coins. Combined today, they are worth $1.6 million. Raise your hand if you put $38,000 in your 401k and it's looking like that. Okay, nobody got a. What about a mutual fund? Okay, all right. So we probably need to put a little something in collectible gold and silver. All right. Another thing is that we understand that variety is the spice of life. So for those that, the Silver Eagle is the most popular one on silver coin. They make a couple of million of them a year. But for those that want to see something that has historically increased in value even faster than the MS-70 Silver Eagle, we have a variety coin for $25 more. You can get one, and our company searches out for rare coins every single month for the members. About 10 months ago, it was the Black Panther coin. I paid $125 for it. It's already selling online for $350. How many of y'all bought the Thor coin? All right, it's selling for $350. 3 weeks ago, our company offered a Falkland Island PF70 coin. I paid $139 for it. The moment I bought it, I looked online, it was selling for $384. All right, and so we got all kinds of, matter of fact, Mr. Eric Carter, he has several of those marble coins on the table that you can purchase through our company, and it changes every single month. And for those of you who have an affinity for gold, you can buy a gold collectible coin every single month that historically has increased in value than the bullion counterpart. All right? Another benefit of having a membership with us is the buyer certification. Like I said, you don't have to come in knowing everything about gold and silver. The moment you become a member, there are some benefits. We give you a buyer certification and educate you. If I'm trying to hedge against inflation, here's what most people buy. If I'm trying to diversify, here's what the most successful people buy. All right? And how many of y'all like benefits? I travel a lot, so one of the benefits, I get a chance to stay in nice hotels like this, and when I check out the benefit, they have them cute little bottles I can throw in my case. I'm bald headed. I still get the shampoo and the conditioner. Because that's a benefit of being a member, okay? All right? Well, buyer certification is one of our benefits. And last but not least, another benefit is our travel discount card. All right? Now, they started offering these a little over a year ago. And here's the thing I love about our company. When you sign up for a membership, you're going to get a travel discount card. Every time you buy one of those collectible coins, from $98 up to $249 for the gold coin, they're going to send you one of these travel discount cards. Now, what does the card do for you? It gives you as much as a 50% discount over some of the major travel sites like Travelocity and Priceline on hotels, rental cars, and dream vacation packages. Last year alone, I saved over $1,100 by utilizing these cards. Now, my go-to before our company offered these cards was Priceline. And every single time, when I book it with this card, I look and see what I would have paid for Priceline. I beat my Priceline price every single time. All right? And the thing I love about the company is that most of the time, when most companies like ours add something of this benefit to the table, they will add an additional fee with that. When 7KMetals added this a little over a year ago, they didn't add any additional cost to any of the members. And for that reason, ladies and gentlemen, our company is attracting the best of the best. Now, everything I've talked about up until now just shows you the benefit, just like a sales club. I get a membership, I go in there, I start buying stuff, but now we're going to talk about how do we make money with our company. But if you like ours, growing up in the hood, I heard way more negative stuff about money than positive growing up. How many of y'all heard negative stuff about money growing up? All right, what's some of the stuff y'all heard about money?
Rich people are bad.
Rich people are bad, okay. What did you hear?
Money don't grow on a tree.
How many of y'all wish y'all had a silver dollar for every time your parents said that? Like you didn't know that. Who else heard negative stuff about money growing up? Maybe we grew up in the same neighborhood.
Don't buy happiness.
Don't buy happiness, okay. Don't buy love, All right, what did you say?
The love of money is the root of all
evil. Love of money is the root of all evil, okay. But last I checked, broke don't get it done either, right? Let's be honest today.
Amen.
See, here's what my mentor told me early on. They said, listen, money is simply a magnifier. It's going to make you better, whatever kind of person you already are. Some people say money changed folk. Now, all money did was just give you a bigger platform so you can act a bigger fool. You was already crazy. Money just allowed you to show the whole world just how crazy you were. But here's the thing. Because if you're a good person, it's going to allow you to be more philanthropic. You can be a blessing to many, many causes. All right? So let's talk about how do we make money in our company. There's two ways to get started with our company. Our basic membership is $249. What do you get for that? For $249, first of all, you have your own home-based business. Get with your tax professional because they can show you how people typically have some nice tax benefits because it's considered a home-based business. But for $249, right off the bat, they're going to send you a $250 travel discount card. All right, so you have that, and you can either utilize it yourself or give it away as a gift to someone else and let them use it. All right. In addition to that, you now can start buying gold and silver on your own free website as early as today. In addition to that, if you want to earn income with our company, we're going to show you how you can start earning income as well. For $4.99, in my opinion, definitely gives you the most bang for the buck. We have a premium membership. So in addition to being able to buy the gold and silver at the best price, they're going to send you $500 worth of the travel discount card. All right. In addition to that, they're going to send you a couple $100 worth of metals. So now you are a product of the product. I mean, you have something to show right off the bat as far as what type of business you're in. And the website is free, but there is a $10 a month for a marketing piece they've added on, which allows you to keep track of your team, to see who's cashing checks and who's close to a check. It's $10 a month. If you do the premium membership, that $10 a month is waived for the whole year. That's another $120 value. It definitely gives you the most bang for the buck. But how do we get paid? They've created a compensation plan that's very popular in the industry. It's called a binary, and a binary simply means two. Everybody say two. All right. Now, why is that so important? If you study the industry of network marketing over the last 70+ years, history has shown us. I don't care what the name of your company, I don't care what product you market, and I don't care what your service is, the average person in their lifetime within your company will only sponsor 2.3 individuals. That's why binary is by far the most popular compensation plan, because if you can just find two people that this makes sense to, you can earn income with our company. Last I checked, in the Dallas Metroplex, Fort Worth, there's about 6 million folks. All right, raise your hand if you think you can find two. This two, okay? Here's how it works. Once you bring on your first two people in the business, you're now what is called a qualified associate, and you start accumulating points. That's two ways you can accumulate points. If I sign up a membership for $249, that will be 100 points on whatever team I place them on. If I sign up someone for $499, that will add 150 points to whatever team I place them on. If I buy one of the collectible coins from $98 up to $249, that will add 20 points to whatever team is placed on. We also have a line of jewelry. Now the 7KMetals silver or gold ring, silver and gold necklace, keychains, earrings, even a line of watches. You know, actually these are some of the cufflinks. You can buy cufflinks as well, but each piece of jewelry purchase also carries 20 points. Here's how it works. Once I bring on my first two people, I'm accumulating points. Now, anytime there's at least 500 points accumulated on the left team by your efforts and by your team efforts, and 500 points on the right team, our company is going to pay you what we call a whopping step check of $500. And let me ask you a question today. If you got started in our company today and just brought on your first two people, went off and went on vacation, didn't do anything else, but 30 days later, a check shows up in your mailbox for $500, raise your hand if you're probably going to cash the check. And maybe ask where it came from later. How many of y'all going to say, you know what, that company loved me. I just got blessed, you know. They love me. They sent me a $500 check. Here's the beauty of that. You can earn anywhere from $500 up to $7,000 on a weekly basis if you rank advanced by helping more people have success. How does that work? The first level you're going to reach in our company is called a qualified associate. That means you brought on your first two. As an associate, you now can earn up to $500 on a weekly basis. With everyone in the room, the highest rank you reach so far as associate, I want you to stand up this time and let's give them a round of applause. All right. Before you're seated, give us your name, your background, and where do you see yourself going with the company?
Okay. My name is Barry Duncan Jr. I'm a disabled veteran. I also have a kennel, and I'm also an actor. I got started with 7KMetals almost a little over a year and a half ago, and my mentor Eric has been telling me for years about the importance of having precious metals. I've experienced a lot of failure in my life, a lot of struggle, and I've been homeless several times, And I'm very thankful and grateful for this opportunity because it allowed me to earn some extra income when I needed it. That cycle check meant a lot to me. So that's a little bit about my story.
All right, let's give it up for my man, Mr. Duncan.
Well, I've been in construction most of my life, and I've helped build churches in 4 states. But I know what it's like to make $5,000 a week in construction. I also know what it's like to net $3,000 in 1 year. I've seen the good times, I've seen the tough times. But I appreciate this opportunity because currently in my current job, I sell software to law enforcement in 12 states in America. And that's going good. But I do not trust the stock market because I have stock that I paid that much for and it's worth that much. And I like gold and silver. I had a guy in a convenience store tell me one time when I was about 21 years old, every silver dime that comes through there, he collects. He said, Anthony, you ought to be collecting silver. And I thought, Mike, he was pretty serious about it. Well, now I've found some more people that are even more serious than Mike was, and I like what I see.
Let's give it up for my man, Anthony. The next level on the rung is what is called a copper. That means you've helped a few more people have success. As a copper, you can earn up to $1,000 on a weekly basis. Everyone in the room, the highest rank you reach so far is copper. I want you to stand up this time and let's give them a round of applause. All right. Give us your name, your background, and where do you see yourself going with 7K?
My name is Constance, and I've been a nurse for 25 years. And I have always been interested in precious metals because I lived in Europe, and it was very valuable there. But my biggest real deal right now is that my 91-year-old dad lives with me, and because of his health, I won't be able to work a lot longer. And also because, frankly, most nurses do not have pensions, and Social Security is an unacceptable amount of money to live on.
All right, let's give it up. I just going cutting right to the chase. You know? I need this. You know? I ain't doing the Social Security thing. All right, the next level, the Constance and several of our copper will be reaching very soon is what is called a bronze associate. As a bronze, you can now earn up to $2,000 on a weekly basis. And I'll be honest with you guys, most individuals in our company, once they reach the bronze level, they start developing options. How many of y'all like options? You know? They can opt to go to work or opt not to go to work. You know, most of them opt not to go to work anymore because they're earning substantial income. And one of the things I want you to see in this business that if you notice throughout the compensation plan, the only way you're going to rank advance is by helping the people on your team have success. And that goes right in line with one of my early mentors, Mr. Zig Ziglar, who said you can have everything you want out of life if you simply help enough other people get what they want out of life. And the only way you're going to reach the pinnacle of this compensation plan, you have to help the other people on your team have success. And that's one of the many things I love about our company. The next level in our compensation plan is called a silver. Right now, that's the highest rank achieved ever since they've done this about a year ago. And as a silver, right now, it's myself, and there are 9 other individuals in the company that have reached the rank of silver. As a silver, we earn up to $3,500 on a weekly basis. And all I can tell you guys, you definitely want to become silver and on the way to gold, because how many know it's a beautiful thing to get a check with a comment? How many think that's a beautiful thing? But as a silver, like I said, and within the next 30 days, there'll be a couple of us that'll be reaching the highest rank in the company, which is called gold. And as a gold, you now earn up to $7,000 on a weekly basis. All right, so just wrapping everything up today, ladies and gentlemen, again, I appreciate you guys. Patience is this. At the end of the day, there are 2 types of people that love what we do. The people that are already buying gold and silver, they like the fact if they get a membership with our company, they can get it at the absolute best price. All right, no strings attached. And then you have those savvy entrepreneurs that love the fact I can build a business with a product that makes a whole lot of sense, and I can earn up to $7,000 on a weekly basis. So what it all boils down to, ladies and gentlemen, it boils down to just simply making a decision. And I think Dr. Benjamin May said it best. He said, I only have a minute, and that's only 60 seconds in it. Forced upon me, can't refuse it. I didn't seek it, nor did I choose it, but it's up to me to use it. I must suffer if I abuse it, give an account if I lose it. It's a tiny little minute, but an eternity is in it. Just make a decision. It's okay. Here's what I know to be true. Every time I present this information like this, no decision is always a decision. Every time I share the information, there's always two types of individuals in a room like this. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. You are here today. Person number one say, you know what? I like what I hear. I'm not the networking type, but I have been looking for a place to buy gold and silver. And if I'm going to get it, I might as well get it at the best price. I say, great. Get with the person that invited you out. Let's show you how simple it is for you to sign up, and you, my friend, can start buying gold and silver on your own free website as early as today. Now, we have a special on the table today. For those that sign up today for $249, you're going to walk out of here with your first 1 ounce silver coin and a $125 travel discount card on top of what the company's going to send you. Person number two, you like I was. And for those that sign up for the $4.99, you're going to walk out of here with your first 1 ounce silver coin and a $250 travel discount card on top of what the company will send you, okay? Now, person number two, you like I was. When I found out not only can I buy the gold and silver at the best price, but I can earn income and help others do the same, this quickly became a no-brainer to me. You see, being a student of the industry, here's what I know to be true. There are thousands of companies out there in the network marketing space. At any given time, there's over 3,200 companies out there. They all make money. They don't all necessarily make sense, and here's what I mean by that. You see, it never made sense to me to pay 3 times the price for a product or a service that I could go to Walmart, get the same thing for 1/3 of the price. That never made sense to me. But it always made sense owning a tangible asset. You're talking gold and silver, real money in your mailbox every month at the best price, and earning commissions. That always made sense to me. So if you're here for the first time, raise your hand if what we shared so far makes sense. All right? Now here's what I found to be true. If it makes sense and you don't do it, that don't make sense. Does that make sense?
Right.
Here's what I want you to understand, ladies and gentlemen. I'm passionate about this business because most of the people I talk to on a weekly basis, they're still in corporate America and they don't have a plan B. And if you don't have a plan B, that's what I call a volunteer victim. Because it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. There may be times they might love you and still have to let you go. I was talking with our business partner this morning, and he was talking about the situation on the job. But here's the scenario most people I talk to in corporate America. They go to places that they hate. They work for people they don't respect. They pay you just enough you don't quit. You're working just hard enough you don't get fired. You tell me there's any kind of way to live. No. It's no secret. Most heart attacks today, they take place on a Monday morning between 8 and 9 o'clock in the morning. And tell me some of y'all rather die than go back to work. I mean, it's just that bad. But here's where I'm passionate about this type of business. I mean, so what if it takes you a year, 2 years, 5 years, whatever the case may be? It's a beautiful thing, ladies and gentlemen, to wake up every morning and do what you want to do as opposed to what you have to do. All right? And here's what I want you guys to understand. Because how many of y'all have heard of people that became wildly successful because they were at the right place at the right time and they seized the opportunity? How many of y'all heard of people like that? Well, here's the ironic thing about that. Most of the time when you're there, you don't know it. Just think about it. About 40 years ago, there was a couple of nerdy guys that dropped out of Harvard because they answered an ad that would pay an insane amount of money if they just found a way to make 2 computers talk. Folks laughed at them when they went out there in Silicon Valley and talked about this Microsoft concept. But last I checked, nobody's laughing at Mr. Gates and Mr. Allen right now. I don't know about you guys. I was around back then, didn't get a phone call. What about just 15 years ago? That was another nerdy guy that invited 5 people to a dorm room to talk about a social media experiment. 2 of them showed up. Those 2 people today, one's worth $10.6 billion, the other's worth $6.3 billion. I don't know about you guys, I was around back then. Didn't get a phone call. Well, if you're here today, somebody loved you and respected you enough to give you a phone call. And mark my words, ladies and gentlemen, when you look at all the amenities that are on the table, the fact that our product is not as good as gold, it's silver and gold. And we're getting paid up to $7,000 in weekly commissions. 7KMetals is the best kept secret in the network marketing space. But a year from now, 2 years from now, this company will be a household name. So make sure you get back with the person that invited you out. And my name is Tony Hubbard. I'm Reuben Tony's oldest son. So it's been a plum pleasing pleasure, as well as a privilege. We're going to break for 15 minutes, and then we're going to come back, acknowledge people, and get started in the training. God bless.